Përshëndetje.
Hello from Albania. We are in a hotel by Tirana Airport in Albania on the start of our holiday.
And we decided to come here after our previous holiday had to be cancelled due to high levels of coronavirus. And the way we decided to come to Albania was by looking at the lowest infected countries that were by the coastline.
Missy needs sea.
Yes, we call it ocean therapy. And this is where we ended up.
So we live in Dresden in Germany. So we came from Germany yesterday. Missy had to do a PCR test before we came because we've both been double vaccinated, but Missy was only vaccinated last week, so she still is supposed to do a test, and that was all fine, and we just had to get that done beforehand, and then it was quite easy actually in the end to get here.
Yeah, it was a little bit stressful thinking about all the paperwork and the tests that we needed because we travel a lot, but you know, we haven't traveled during COVID times before. We've pretty much been stuck in Dresden for the last year, and so there were a lot of things we had to look up, especially based on which country you're going to. Every country, every airline has a different rule. So yeah, it was a little stressful getting prepared, but because we only booked the trip 1 week in advance, we only had 1 week to stress and then see if it worked or not. So it worked out in the end.
We flew via Munich. The only flight we could get had like a 12-hour layover in Munich. Obviously, it'd be a bit boring to spend the whole day just in Munich airport. So yesterday we went out of the airport and we spent the morning and a bit of the afternoon in Munich, which was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was our first time there, and we got to visit a palace.
The Residence Palace.
The Residence Palace.
Munich, which we recommend. It was very good.
Yeah, and then we had lunch just around the corner from there at this traditional Bavarian restaurant, which is very delicious, and also especially the beers were very good.
They were very patriotic about their beers. They were, we asked if there were any local beers, and they declared that all of the beers were local because Bavarian beer is the best. Yes. And so clearly that's something they take very seriously.
Yeah. This is something we want to explore more on another trip, just Bavaria and its culture and what it's like. But our focus for this trip is Albania, of course.
Yeah. And so after our little time in Munich, we flew here to Tirana, and yeah, it's nice so far. We were happy to see that the airport is surrounded by palm trees, which felt nice to arrive to.
And it's warm, a bit muggy, and for us, we don't know a lot about Albania, and most people we know don't know a lot about Albania, especially in the recent years and the changes that have occurred. So we wanted to do some videos to show what it's like, so that if you ever decide to come here, you can be a bit more informed. Yeah. So our goal for today is to spend the rest of the morning here in the hotel, just getting ready to go. This has been a really great hotel.
The food was very nice. We had room service in our room last night.
Yeah,
with some lovely Albanian meatballs. Highly recommended. We
arrived late, and the kind front desk person said, "We can bring you room service." Sure. So we had that meatballs dish, which was almost a bit Greek in style, and then focaccia and a Albanian beer and Albanian white wine, which was incredible. So not bad for our first night.
It was a good start.
We're gonna go north first, just to a little town, a medieval town,
Kruja.
and then we'll go along the coast south to the place where we'll be staying for a few days, called Himara, and we'll post some videos from those places, hopefully.
See you then.
Bye bye.